so started recording is started and okay, so the according to the syllabus we are following the syllabus as it is given. So the first topic is the Bayes theorem. Okay, or you can say the Bayesian theorem. So before studying anything, the first thing comes in our mind is why we are studying this. Okay, why we are studying Bayes theorem and what are the importance of this. Clear. So see, Bayes theorem is just a conditional probability, and if you see the mathematics of different type of a learning algorithm, you will see there is a probabilistic model of most of them. Okay, so you can say it is the pillar. You can say it is the pillar of many. You can say the pillar of many learning algorithm, or you can say artificial intelligence fields in the field of artificial intelligence. So it is a pillar, you can say. Okay, if you are interested in mathematics of a different learning algorithm, I have a book, so I can give you that book, a PDF, mathematics of machine learning or mathematics of different learning algorithms. Okay, so it is simply a probabilistic inference, or if you see in finance, it is most widely used. One of the field is the finance. Okay, so you can say there are different fields where you can use the Bayesian theorem. I give you examples where मतलब cancer prediction is also done using the Bayesian theorem. Okay, we have some data, and using that data we will see what will be the probability of a patient to have a cancer. So it is used for the prediction. Okay, so I think the importance is clear why we are studying the Bayesian theorem.
Yes, sir.
है ना? Okay. ठीक है. So now the comes here. See, so Bayes theorem is just a conditional probability, and this is given by this formula only. P of A slash B, or you can say probability of A, event A, given event B is equals to the probability of event B given A into probability of A divided by probability of B. Okay, so here I have explained all the. Okay. Okay, so this formula is clear. P of A slash B is equals to P of B slash A into P of A divided by P of B. I think most of you may have seen this formula in the mathematics classes. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
है ना? But आपने there is a one extended formula of this. I'm not aware आपने देखा है वो formula or not. In the denominator instead of B, they can have something else as well. So I will show you that one, the extended formula for two class classification. Okay, so this is the terms here where P of A slash B is the probability of event A. Okay, and P of B slash A is the probability of event B. All these terms are clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now there is a one note here. It is given that these two, this A and B are independent events. So keep in mind they must be in the event must be independent. Okay, that means the probability of outcome of event A does not depend on the probability of the outcome of event B. They are independent. Okay, so we will come toward an example here. ये theorem is clear, then we can go for an example. Okay, so the example is finding out a patient's probability of having liver disease. Okay, so we need to find the probability of a patient to have liver disease if they are alcoholic. Okay, if they are alcoholic, then there is a chance for a patient to have liver disease. Okay, and the given is what? Being an alcoholic is the test. Okay, it is just a test for liver disease. ठीक है, So the data is given here. uh, A could mean the event patient have liver disease. So in this, we are considering A according to our formula. The patient has liver diseases. ठीक है, ठीक है. And the given data is past data tells us that 10% of the patient entering your clinic has liver disease. So what does it means? P of A is equals to 0.10. Am I right? ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Okay. ठीक है. And the next one is if we talk about the litmus test, or you can say the, okay, next one is the B could be mean. So we are letting B the test. What is the test? Patient is an alcoholic. ठीक है. There are two things given. Patient is having the liver. Patient is has the liver disease, and second is the patient is an alcoholic. ठीक है. So second we are considering this one. ठीक है. Patient is an alcoholic. ठीक है. So now for this, the it is given that 5% of the clinic patients are alcoholic. ठीक है. So एक clinic में आते हैं, suppose if 100 patients are coming, out of 100 5 are alcoholic. ठीक है. And overall total 100 में से 10 patients are having liver diseases. ठीक है. So maybe out of these 10, maybe 5 from the alcoholic or may not. We are not sure. ठीक है. So this is the probability of B. That means the probability of a patient to be an alcoholic. So this is clear, I think, है ना? P of A and P of B. ठीक है. Now the third thing is given to you. Either you should know मतलब what is the probability of B when A is given. That means the probability of a person to be an alcoholic when it is having a liver diseases. ठीक है. So now this is given to you. Patient diagnosed with liver diseases, 7% of them are alcoholic. मतलब कि the patient who are diagnosed with the liver disease and they were alcoholic. मतलब what it means? What does it means? A P of uh, B slash A. Am I right? ठीक है ना? uh, Patients are diagnosed with liver diseases. Patient diagnosed with liver diseases and 7% are alcoholic. ठीक है. So it is given that they are diagnosed with the liver disease and they are alcoholic. So probability of a person to be an alcoholic when it is diagnosed with a liver disease. So this is clear. This is a P slash A. Clear है ना ये? ठीक है. Okay. So this all these three data are given to us and then we can find the probability of a person if a person is an alcoholic. So if a person is an alcoholic, that means it is given that it is an alcoholic, then what is the probability of a person to be having a liver diseases? ठीक है. So we need to find this one. P of A slash B. ठीक है. तो simple thing. So we can see this, see here. It is 14%. 14%. So आप देख सकते हैं इसमें it is greater than 10% itself. मतलब कि उसके क्लिनिक में जो पेशेंट्स आ रहे थे, आउट ऑफ द पेशेंट्स दोज आर कमिंग इन द क्लिनिक, 10% इज हैविंग द लीवर डिजीजेस. बट अ पर्सन इज हैविंग द लीवर डिजीजेस गिवन दैट इट इज एन अल्कोहलिक, इट इज 14%. ठीक है. सो इट इज ग्रेटर देन 10%. तो ये क्लियर है ना? ठीक है ना. So if this is clear, then the second question is for you. You just try this one. ठीक है. So now in a particular pain, ये clear है ना, और anyone is having any doubt? कोई भी, मतलब हर्ष, दर्श, श्रुति, अनिकेत, श्रीवास्तव, anyone is having any doubt?
No,
No.
sir.
Okay, ठीक है. If there is no problem, then please try this one. In a particular pain clinic, 10% of patients are prescribed narcotics painkiller. ठीक है. 10% of them are prescribed narcotics painkiller. ठीक है. आपको आई थिंक पता होगा नार्कोटिक्स पेन किलर जनरली गिवन टू पेशेंट ऑफ कैंसर डिजीज. ठीक है. बिकॉज दे आर हैव टॉलरेटिंग हाई पेन. ठीक है. So overall 5% of the clinic patients are addicted to narcotics. ठीक है. And out of all the people prescribed pain pills, 8% are addicts. ठीक है. If a patient is an addict, what is the probability that they will be prescribed with the painkiller? Okay, try कीजिए this question.
Sir, 16%.
Okay, 16. Others students? What is the probability that they will be prescribed with the painkiller? So you can say P of A, matlab probability of prescribing painkillers, and you can say P of B if a patient is an addict and it is prescribed. ठीक है. So you need to find the event that happens. The A is being prescribed. So A is given, I think यहाँ पे A is being prescribed painkillers. ठीक है. क्लियर है ना. अब you just see the what they are required. They required if a patient is addict. If a patient is addict, that means it is given to you. ठीक है. What is the probability of they will be prescribed with painkillers? Prescribed painkillers given they are addict. So this is question mark. ठीक है. ठीक है. This is prescribed and this is given that they are addict. Okay, so how 16% who gave the answers?
Sir, I did.
Okay, that's and others Hers, Shruti, Aniket.
Sir, 16%.
16. Okay. Okay, ठीक है, fine है. ठीक है. Okay, clear है. Okay, now ये clear है ना सबको, और I need to discuss this solution. Okay, now I am discussing if we are not. ठीक है. So from the question, first we need to find the P of A, then we need to find the P of B. ठीक है. So from I generally try to check this one. ठीक है. If a patient is an addict, that means it is given he is addict or he or she is addict. So it is P of B, and what is the probability that they will be prescribed painkiller? That is P of A. ठीक है. So it is given to you 10% of the patient prescribed narcotics. So this is P of A given to you. ठीक है. Out of all the people prescribed painkillers, 8% are addict. 8% जो है हमारे वो addicts हैं. ठीक है. ये so this is overall 5%, and out of all the people prescribed, that means it is given that they are prescribed. So what it will be? It will be P of B slash A. ठीक है, this one. ठीक है, so you can see this is a P of B slash A here, this one. ठीक है, now from the questions search, overall 5% of the clinic patients are addict. So this is your P of B. ठीक है, तो this is P of B. ठीक है, all the three things are given to you, just put in the formula and your solution will be there. ठीक है, okay, if this is clear, then there is a special case. ठीक है, a special case of Bayes theorem is when the event is binary. ठीक है, so in such case you can say, if I will talk about A, so A can have two cases. ठीक है, binary. So class 1 in machine learning terminology or in data science terminology, we call it two class classification. ठीक है, either yes or no. ठीक है, so based on the probability we can say whether yes or no, or whether it is in the A class or whether it is in the B class, or if we are talking about the classification of images, so whether they are, if it is a two class classification, whether male or female, so we will find the probability and we just set some threshold. ठीक है, and the threshold, if the probability is greater than the threshold, then it will be male, otherwise it will be female. So just like this. ठीक है, स्पेशल केस क्या है, व्हेन इवेंट ए इज एन बाइनरी वेरिएबल. ठीक है, इन सच केस द थ्योरम इज एक्सप्रेस इन द फॉलोइंग वे. सो इट इज अ टू क्लास, यू कैन से ए प्लस और ए माइनस, देयर आर टू क्लासेस. ठीक है, सो इन द डिनोमिनेटर probability of B will be replaced by this one. ठीक है, probability of A plus given B is equals to probability of B given A plus. In the book you can find they are not using actually a plus sign. ठीक है, वो plus sign use नहीं करते हैं, they generally write A, but sometimes it is create confusion के why it is A. ठीक है, तो just I have written A plus, but don't confuse, books में it there may use only A instead of A plus. ठीक है, so just probability of B is replaced by this. ठीक है, probability of B is equals to what? Probability of B given A into probability of A minus plus probability of B given A plus into probability of A plus. ठीक है, so these are all the terms here. ठीक है, but keep in mind here the special case above, the event A plus and A minus are mutually exclusive. What does it mean? uh, what does it mean mutually exclusive? Mutually exclusive means the two events that cannot happen simultaneously. ठीक है, ये क्लियर है ना? देयर आर टू टर्म्स इन, मतलब प्रोबेबिलिटी का एक टर्म है म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव, और देयर इज अ वन मोर सब्जेक्ट दैट इज इंफॉर्मेशन एंड कोडिंग थ्योरी. ठीक है, फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन सिक्योरिटी के लिए इट विल बी यूज्ड, इंफॉर्मेशन एंड कोडिंग थ्योरी. सो in that also there is a term. Have you heard before this mutually exclusive events? Hello, Harsh, Darsh, Shruti, uh, Pranay, am I audible? Harsh,
Yes, sir,
Yes, sir.
you're
Yes.
audible.
है ना? तो आपने सुना है ना पहले म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव इवेंट्स?
Yes, sir.
ओके, देन दैट इज फाइन अगर इफ यू आर फेमिलियर. ठीक है, सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, इमेजिन यू आर अ फाइनेंशियल एनालिस्ट एट अ पब्लिक, जैसे कि मैंने इन द स्टार्ट बताया था कि दिस विल बी यूज इन फाइनेंस एज वेल, ठीक है। So according to your research of publicly traded companies, ठीक है, 60% of the companies, 60% of the companies that increase their share price by more than 5% in the last 3 years, ठीक है। So they are talking about one thing is the share price, increase their share price by more than 5%, ठीक है। And how many companies? 60% of the companies, ठीक है। They replaced their CEO. तो second thing is they replaced their CEO, ठीक है। At the same time 35 companies हैं, ठीक है, did not increase their share price by 5%, ठीक है। So 5% is repeating, increase their share price by more than 5%, ठीक है। Did not increase their share price by more than 5%, ठीक है। तो event you can decide which one should be event A. In the same period replaced their CEO, तो सीईओ रिप्लेस्ड कर रहे हैं वो, ठीक है। इन द फर्स्ट केस रिप्लेस्ड कर रहे हैं, 60% कंपनीज ने सीईओ रिप्लेस किया जब उनके शेयर प्राइस 5% इंक्रीज हुए थे। एंड इन द सेकंड केस दे रिप्लेस्ड देयर सीईओ, कितने, हाउ मेनी कंपनीज, 35% कंपनी, or the cases their share price did not increase more than 5%, ठीक है। There are this information, knowing that the probability that the stock price grow by more than 5%, ठीक है। तो 5% का रोल बस यहाँ पे क्या है, इट इज जस्ट अ इवेंट, प्रोबेबिलिटी नहीं है, आई थिंक, एम आई राइट? यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So knowing that the probability that the stock price grow by more than 5%, इसकी probability है 4%, ठीक है। Find the probability that the share of the company that fire or you can say replace its CEO will increase by more than 5%, ठीक है। तो just try कीजिए इसको। क्वेश्चन आप नोट कर लिया ना? ओके, आप ट्राई कीजिए और आई एम सर्चिंग अ बुक इन माय डायरेक्टरी। So all the 4 books that is given in your course handout available to me. So if you want, I can share the PDF. ठीक है, I cannot email because it is illegal. Illegally, I downloaded these movies. ठीक है, so if you want, I can share. Okay, you just try the solution. So I was talking about this book, Mathematics for Learning. ठीक है, so you will see मतलब in every learning algorithm they will explain it mathematically. using their probabilistic model as well. ठीक है, बट आई थिंक आपके सिलेबस में इतना डेप्थ में नहीं होगा. ओके, तो हैव यू सॉल्व दिस? Okay, see, so from the question, first we will check. Just a minute, sorry. Yeah. So what is A here? The probability that the stock price increase by 5%. ठीक है, तो 5% एक इवेंट है, इट इज नॉट अ प्रोबेबिलिटी, इट समटाइम्स इट क्रिएट कंफ्यूजन. ठीक है, सो द प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है? द स्टॉक प्राइस इंक्रीज बाय मोर देन 5%, इट इज 4% गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन. सो दिस विल बी योर P of A. ठीक है, एंड P of A माइनस क्या होगा आपका? सपोज यू डू नॉट नो, मतलब P of A माइनस की इट इज रिक्वायर्ड और नॉट, वी आर नॉट सपोज टू नो. ठीक है, बट द क्वेश्चन क्या फाइंड करना है हमें? सी द क्वेश्चन, इन द क्वेश्चन सेकंड थिंग्स जो इवेंट बी है, द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट द CEO is replaced, it is also not given to you. It is given or not? This one, ये given नहीं है ना. So if it is not given, और केस भी आप देखिए, either the share price is increased by more than 5% or it did not increase more than 5%. ठीक है, so that means it is a binary. So P of A we have calculated. Then the second in the question, what is given to us? It is given the probability that the CEO replaced, given that the stock price increased by 5%. तो ये कितना गिवन था क्वेश्चन में? 60%. 60% केसेस क्या थे? वेयर द कंपनी हैज रिप्लेस्ड देयर CEO. और केस क्या था? वेयर द शेयर का जो स्टॉक है, स्टॉक शेयर प्राइस इंक्रीज बाय 5%. ठीक है, तो क्या था? दिस इज P of B स्लैश A. और व्हाट इज A? शेयर प्राइस इंक्रीज बाय मोर देन 5%. ठीक है, और हाउ मच दिस इज? इट इज 60% गिवन था क्वेश्चन में. ठीक है, सेकंड केस क्वेश्चन में देखिए, इट इज गिवन दैट कि इन द 35% CEO तो रिप्लेस हुए हैं, बट द शेयर प्राइस डिड नॉट इंक्रीज बाय मोर देन 5%. CEO रिप्लेस हुए हैं, दैट मीन्स CEO रिप्लेस्ड हुए हैं, दैट मीन्स P of B गिवन क्या है? The share price didn't increase by more than 5%, did not increase, that means A minus. Or how much it is? It is given 35%. ठीक है, so this data is given to you. This one is given, this one is given, and this P of A is given. ठीक है, so according to the formula, if you P of A slash B is equals to P of B slash A, sorry, into P of A. तो न्यूमरेटर वी नो एवरीथिंग, डिनोमिनेटर में इफ वी आर नॉट अवेयर व्हाट इज बाइनरी, देन इट इज P of B. ठीक है, इट इज बाइनरी, सो P of B इज इक्विवेलेंट टू P of B स्लैश A प्लस इंटू P of A प्लस, एंड प्लस करके P of B स्लैश A माइनस इंटू P of A माइनस. सो डिनोमिनेटर में आ जाएगा. सो ऑल द टर्म्स आर गिवन, P of B स्लैश A प्लस, P of B स्लैश A माइनस, P of A प्लस, एंड P of A माइनस क्या होगा आपका? 1 माइनस P of A प्लस. ठीक है, सो जस्ट पुट ऑल द थिंग्स. ठीक है, चेक कीजिए व्हाट इज द आंसर. ये सॉल्यूशन क्लियर है ना टू ऑल ऑफ यू? हर्ष, श्रुति, श्रीवास्तव, नेक्स्ट इज प्रणय, दर्श.
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो कैलकुलेट कीजिए व्हाट इज द आंसर.
सर आपकी स्क्रीन शेयरिंग ऑफ हो गई है.
ओके, मैं जस्ट अ मिनट. स्क्रीन. ओके, ठीक है. जस्ट चेक, आई थिंक ये 6.7% आ रहा होगा. क्रॉस चेक कीजिए, इट इज 6.7%. सेम थिंग यू हैव कैलकुलेटेड. सॉल्यूशन क्लियर है और आई नीड हर से इट इज 6.7% फाइन, और आर यू स्टिल कैलकुलेटिंग? विनय, दर्श, आर यू स्टिल कैलकुलेटिंग और हो गया आपका?
यस सर, ऑलमोस्ट हो गया.
ओके, ठीक है. एक चीज मुझे जानना था, आई वांट टू नो whether the selection of subject depends on the मतलब your grades, or it is open कि anyone can have any specialization.
सर एक फॉर्म रिलीज हुआ था जिसमें हमें अपने चॉइसेस डालने थे और फिर जिसने मेजॉरिटी किया होगा उसके हिसाब से स्पेशलाइजेशन मिलेगा.
ओके, ठीक.
ये सर सेम आंसर है.
ठीक. ओके. ओके, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट नोटबुक होता है कोई? ओके, ठीक है. ओके, अब नेक्स्ट एक और स्पेशल केस है दैट आई वांट टू शो. ओके, जस्ट इन द स्टार्ट, मतलब स्टार्ट ऑफ द दिस क्वेश्चन आई टोल्ड यू देयर मे बी द केस जब आपके पास क्या हो, मोर देन 2 क्लासेस हो. ठीक है, अभी इस केसेस में क्या थी, देयर वर 2 क्लासेस. ठीक है, आइदर ग्रेटर देन 5% इंक्रीज होगा और 5% से ज़्यादा इट विल नॉट इंक्रीज. देयर वर 2 केसेस ओनली. ठीक है, नाउ देयर मे बी द केस जब आपके पास मोर देन 2 क्लासेस हों. So, does anyone can explain मतलब what changes we need to do in the formula? Suppose now in this question we were having a plus and a minus. ठीक है, now there may be the case that you may have a1, a2, a3 up to a of n mutually exclusive events. ठीक है, mutually exclusive events. So what will happen in this case? What will happen in this case? Your formula p of, suppose you want to calculate p of a1 slash b, it will be what? P of b slash a1 into p of a1. ठीक है, and in the denominator what should be? Probability of b, but probability of b is unknown. It is unknown. So what will be this probability of b? Anyone? See, this p of b will be replaced by, okay, so p of b when a1 is given into p of a1, then p of b a2 into p of a2 and so on करके p of b is slash an into p of an. So your formula will become this. ठीक है, so in case of with more than 2, you can say 3 or more than 3. So your Bayesian theorem will stand this. ठीक है, p of a1 slash b is equals to p of b slash a1 into p of a1 in and divide by p of b slash a1 into p of a1 plus p of b slash a2 into p of a2 plus p of b slash a3 into a3 plus the dash up to the end. Clear? ये क्लियर है ना?
Yes, sir.
ओके, ठीक है, सो नाउ आई थिंक वी हैव डन. ठीक है, सो दीज आर द डेफिनेशन. आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ यू नो what is mutually exclusive events. Two events are mutually exclusive when they cannot occur at the same time. ठीक है, just an example, you are flipping a coin. ठीक है, it is just an example, you know this. And the independent events, the occurrence of one event does not affect the occurrence of other events. So these terminology used in probability. If we flip a coin 2 times, so the outcome of first will not depend on the outcome of the second. So this you can say the independent events. Okay, so this is for today's. Anything you want to ask, or we still have 10 minutes time, but I keep only this lecture. Second, we will continue the next one, linear regression.
Sir, can you upload that book and this PDF on the LMS?
Okay, so from the external, from the previous, I have uploaded everything. This word file I will upload, okay, or converted to PDF I will upload. But ये जो books है ना, actually I have just a minute. I need to stop the recording first. Okay, just a minute.